What's up, everybody? It's the Common Sense Investor coming at you with another video. And let me share something with y'all, people. If CSI builds the trap, there's no getting out of it. Do you understand? I told y'all, I am one of the greatest when it comes to writing argument. And pretty soon, I'm going to be filing these lawsuits against Citadel and Citigroup coming up. Why? Because I know without a doubt they are winning cases. There's no way around it. Just like old Mr. Mark Miley from the Miley Law Firm's fixing to find out, because in case y'all don't know, I'm involved in this lawsuit, and it's going to be about $85,000 to $100,000 if I win it, and I'm going to win it. Why? Because I wrote the argument. I know it's a winner, and I told him when I called that man on the phone, and I told him, hey, there's another will out there. Y'all need to file this into court. And he told me my will was invalid and that it wasn't signed on every page. Therefore, the court wouldn't accept it. And I told him he was full of shit. I went then and I filed my motion to get into court to be heard by the judge. And I told them why. That I had an updated will that they did not turn into court, and they had robbed me of my inheritance. Now, they waited until the last moment, all right? Court is Monday, and I received this yesterday evening, okay? This is his response, memorandum in opposition to my claim that I said that he didn't file the correct will. The 2022 will was valid, not the 2019 will. And he told me go do what I was big enough to do. So I showed him. I filed that into court, and I put it on his ass. And all he could say in this document that he filed in opposition was that my dad did not sign all the pages to his will. And in accordance with Louisiana Code of Civil Procedures 1577, it states that you have to sign every page of your will in order for it to be valid. So I was heartbroken, people. I sat here for a few minutes, like 10 or 15 minutes, and I sulked and I said, well, man, if that's the law, it's the law. And there's nothing that I can do about it. And chances are I've lost everything. But you know CSI. I got 5 minutes over there on ChatGPT, and it gave me 4 cases, 2 of them from the Louisiana Supreme Court, that has ruled that even if there's a deficiency in the will, such as not being signed on every page, the court still had to take into consideration testimonial intent of the writer, which was my dad, and what did the will say, and why did he change it? That it wasn't as cut and dried as old Mr. Miley wanted me to try to believe. Simply because my dad didn't sign every page, my will was invalid, and I'm supposed to forego my inheritance of $100,000. And it's supposed to go to my brother and my sister instead of me. Now, these 4 cases in ChatGPT and my ability to write argument, I formatted a 4-page response. 4. And I used 4 cases, 2 from the Louisiana Supreme Court, that explained to the judge that, number 1, my brother had a fiduciary duty as the executor to turn in my will and let the courts decide if it was valid. Number 2, that even if the will had a defect, the court still had to take certain elements into effect, such as testimonial intent of my father. The third thing it pointed out to me was that as the fiduciary duty as the executor to turn my will in, if they contested it, they had the burden of proof that my will was not valid rests upon them, and they would have to bring testimony, evidence, and documents to show why the 2022 will was not valid. And they can't do it because everything about it is right. I talked to ChatGPT and I said, well, he didn't sign every page, but the notary stamped every page. And ChatGPT said, what else do you want? if a state certified licensed notary stamped every page and witnesses the signature on the final page, the will is good. So I'm going to win that case. And I wouldn't. Not after I got this last night, and I was so depressed thinking, man, what am I going to do? The law says this. But thanks to AI and ChatGPT, I was able to get 4 cases that beat their case, and I formulated the argument that's going to spank that ass come Monday morning. Now, when I get my inheritance, you be forewarned, sons of bitches, that I'm coming for you. I need to try to make up my mind right now. Will I go after Citadel first? Which I really would like to do that, since there's so many sharks surrounding King Griffin right now. He's easy prey. Or Citibank for the BDRs, because I can prove that too. So with that, love y'all. Tell me what y'all think down in the comments. Y'all think I got a winnable case? And if so, who should be next on my plate? Should it be Citadel or should it be Citigroup? Love y'all. Be blessed. See you in the next video.